Savage versus Dark.
Keep a close look at that production.
Yeah. At the bottom left, we have Savage winning the last map, forcing his opponent into a third game, and it looks like we are indeed having another 10-pool game.
From Dark, though.
From Dark this time, to the top right. We have the SKT1 player. He starts in green once again. Dark with a 10-pool. He's committing to the aggression. What build is Savage going to choose here?
I think he has to go... If he has to go pool first.
If he goes 14 pool, that would be amazing for him, and it would be horrible for Dark. Easy as that.
I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do pool first.
Oh, he's at 14 right now. Might go up to 15. Take the pool at 15. Is he going to do that or not? He's already getting the minerals here. If it's a hatch first, it's a very different game then. We have...
It's hatch first?
Hatch. Nope.
Oh! 15 pool.
15 pool for him. Best opening he could get here.
Awesome for him.
Great opening for Savage. And just like that, Dark is in trouble.
Dark is in trouble. He doesn't even know it yet.
And he goes even into gas.
And this means that if he holds well, and he has that tech advantage, he's going to roll with it. He's going to have that speed. He's going to be able to control all the rest of the engagements. He's going to be able to do scary counterattacks. And Lings are on the way for Dark. This is why, if I look at this series, and I know these players because I get to have the outside perspective, and I've watched 2 best of 3s within them now, I would say the best build, like luck-wise and chance-wise, based on what we've seen from these players so far in this group, would just be to go to hatch or the pool into hatch. And that's what Savage chooses here, and I think that he's made the smarter choice, and it's possibly going to bite Dark here. We'll see how much damage he tries to get done. Hatchery is scouted, of course, with that Overlord, and now he's going to send the Lings in. Pool is done so long that he's going to have his own Lings out. His Queen's going to pop out not too far from now, but it's going to be 6v6 with drone support.
Yeah, and there we are. We have gas already mined. There are the Lings. They see what's going on here, and they are not too happy. Dark right now is in a tight spot. Back at home, he has his own gas already taken. He's mining.
Speed is started.
Speed is started for Savage already. Yes, he has that lead. It's going to take Dark some time to accumulate the 100 gas that he needs for the speed upgrade.
He doesn't have a hatch yet, of course. He's a little bit concerned about that. So
that's the good thing for him here. And he's even committing to a Spine Crawler because he doesn't know how much Dark is going to commit here.
Yeah. And do we have a Baneling Nest at home? I don't think so.
No. There's no Baneling Nest just yet.
He has 100 gas. He
drones
should
up.
Get something. Speed, at least.
He drones up behind it. He gets the speed now, but he wanted to get the drones into the game first. We might even see a cancel on the Spine Crawler. Might go for that, and here's the hatch already for Savage. Savage is in a good spot here, especially with, of course, that faster, the faster speed and the faster expansion. The Spine Crawler can be used to just protect the ramp at the natural.
He's got a Queen here at the ramp, and Savage is not going to be able to break up the ramp, but he could actually try to contain this base.
Oh, he will.
Keep him on one base.
He will. He has speed first.
Savage needs his own defensive Baneling Nest because Dark is getting one, but the base is so delayed. Do you think Dark's going to just try to one-base it? He's making 10 Lings. And the thing is, he needs the Lings to take his hatchery anyways, so it's hard to say. Regardless of whether he commits or not, he's already behind in economy.
He has to attack. I don't think that he's in a spot where he can really get another base and without doing damage to Savage. I feel he's going to go one base at and trying to just end it here. Because he might take a natural, but the thing is, we have this very early expansion already for Savage. We have him with the Spine Crawler, we have him with the Queens. So playing a catch-up game in this situation is really difficult. Dark needs to do damage. He will at first attack, and then if he doesn't kill his opponent but does damage, he might transition out of it. But at first, he has to go for aggression. Just simply pushing out and taking that natural is not enough.
Nope. Going for the counterattack. Lings on the way. Speed is finished. Only one Spine here.
Only 2 Queens. That's the bigger concern,
yeah.
Because he will not be able to block that ramp for long.
You're right. And, I mean, he's not committing to having his drones down here until now. I think now he's starting to realize, oh, this is what you're doing. He starts another Spine Crawler on the high ground smartly. And his Roach Warren is on the way, but I think he's not going to be able to use that very well for the defense.
Well, he might just be able to get a few roaches in. That's all that he needs. But it's all about that wall and the Spine Crawler. Can he bust through there? He takes the Spine Crawler down. That's the first thing that happens. The Queen needs to wait. And if he busts through, then it might as well be over. That's 30 Zerglings against 6. There, the Queen goes down. And this is potentially game.
I think it is. 5 roaches is not going to be enough. It depends on the positioning here. He's not going to wait. He goes in here right away, starts to take these drones down.
Keep in mind there's a lot more harvesters that we have for Savage right now than we have for Dark. He can lose a few, but that's so many Zerglings.
The Roaches are just too split away from each other.
28, and he's losing the Roaches. He's losing a lot of those drones.
Way too many Zerglings here. This is going to be game. He loses the last Roach.
Dark, he does it. He wins basically 4-1 against Savage. And this is game over. There's only 10 harvesters.
Dark takes it.
Dark takes it, and I have to say deservedly so. He was the better player in the Zerg versus Zerg.
He showed it definitely for sure.
He didn't have to play against Protoss, so we don't really know what he would have done there, but he was the better ZVZ player.
Clearly a frustrating group here for Savage, he did win, you know, his ZVP, but he did not win the ZVZs, and that's in a Zerg group like this what really matters.
He's crushed here. And of course for him the problem is he lost twice against the same opponent. It's not like he had the chance to play against several opponents and prove his skills there. He was defeated by the same opponent twice, and that always hurts a little bit, because you always think if I would have been pinned up against someone else in the first game, would have been able to make it. As is, it just turns out that in the Zerg mirror, Dark is the better player, and this is what gives him a spot in Code S this time.
So, our final count of Protoss is at 15. We will not make the 16 for taking half of Code S.
We will have 15 Protoss players in Code S, and the question is how many Terrans is it going to be. Currently, there are 3. We might see 5. We have 2 Terran players later. And here is our group that we will see in just about, I think, 1.5 hours.
This is the final Code A group of this season. Spread the word about this group. It's going to be awesome. It's got really, really good players. Hydra and True are our Zergs, and Ryung and Dream are our Terrans. The last 2 Terrans. So, Terran fans, get out there and spread the word, because you might have possibly 5 Terrans in Code S. That's the best you're going to get. And these are 2 sick Terrans, Dream and Ryung, but they're not going to have it easy with Hydra and True as their opponents.
Exactly. Hydra and True are going to be the Zerg players that are going to play in the next group, so we have a lot of Zerg versus Terran coming your way. In our Zerg versus Protoss group, the Protoss player took the last spot, and we had 2 Zerg players advance with Pet and now Dark, so 2 more Zergs in Code S. And well, this is it for now. We will find out later on if more Terran players can make their way into Code S, or if it's really only going to be 3 of them this time, if it's only going to be Byung, Supernova and Maru. So guys, stay tuned. In roughly 1.5 hours we'll be back with the last Code A group here at the GSL Code A WCS Korea. See you guys in a bit.